Hello everyone, my name is Shubhamkar Mure. I am a second semester student of Masters in Construction Engineering and Management program at Faculty of Technology, CEPT University. And in our second semester studio, which was about construction project execution monitoring and control, we were supposed to understand a project from the contractor's perspective during the execution phase. And we took a live project, which was a commercial plus residential one. Now, talking about some general details of our project, it was located in Ahmedabad. The total site area was 22,606.8 square meters. The project had two parts, mainly the commercial part, which was this, and the residential part, which was this one. Both had separate architects. In the commercial part, there were two blocks, mainly the main commercial block, this one, and the mini commercial, which was this. So the mini commercial was G plus 2 floors, and the main commercial was G plus 10 floors. And in the residential part, each tower was 14 floors high, 7 of them A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And the overall project cost was around 270 crores, while that for civil work package was 95 crores. And the contract was a labor contract with material, and the scope of work included RCC masonry and plaster work. Now, some of the key important site elements are shown in photographic images. As we can see, the contractor's office, the material storage area, the tower cranes, two of them, one for commercial and the other for residential, the steel yard, the batching plant, the quality control lab, the client's office, and the dining area for the contractor's personnel, while the other things are shown in a legend as follows. We also visualized our site in 3D using Revit software, which help us understand the site and its key elements much better. And this is the current state of our site as of April 2021. This is the commercial area with the mini commercial block, and this is the residential area with the 7 residential blocks can be seen here. So we understood that our site had a few shortcomings as well, and hence we propose another site layout which can be seen here. So some of the key changes that we thought would be beneficial were that bring the labor toilets and bathrooms closer together. Earlier they were very far away, and bring the quality control lab closer to the curing tank. Earlier the quality control lab was over here, and also bring the material storage quite closer to the entrance so that it could facilitate better mobility of materials. Now talking about material management, firstly we'll discuss the storage room layouts. This is the current store layout with the entrance, the store manager's desk, the smaller racks which are 450 mm deep, and the larger racks which are 600 mm deep. And the problem with this layout is that there is a huge void over here which is not really used that productively. Also, there are a few scattered boxes which are scrap and a few random fire extinguishers lying around. Now, we thought we could use this 600 square meter area in a much better way. Firstly, by proposing that we shift the entrance to one side so we get more space. Then we also introduce an exchange window so that any person who needs to access anything inside the storage room doesn't need to always enter the room. Then we also dedicate a space for the scrap yard, scrap boxes over here as shown in dotted. And most importantly, we codify and tag the bigger racks which are 600 mm deep and arrange them in such a way that they also increase the capacity of the storage room and at the same time optimize its space in a better way. Now talking about some lean tools like just in time JIT, we did apply them on reinforcement, and after calculating the JIT cost versus dead inventory cost, we found that the difference was phenomenal, which came out to be around 5,91,535 rupees. So hence we can say that after application of JIT, as in we only order reinforcement when required instead of ordering them in bulk and keeping them lying around, we feel that we could greatly save a lot and hence optimize the budget of the project. We also did two important analysis for inventory management, namely ABC and HML. Talking about ABC analysis, which was done for various materials on site and they were classified based on their consumption values. So basically reinforcement and cement together comprise around 90% of the cumulative cost for all the materials on our site. And hence the aim was to strive to optimize their cost. Now talking about HML analysis for various materials on site by classifying them based on a unit price. So basically admixture and reinforcement both had the highest fluctuating price as per market rates. So we had to strive to optimize their unit cost. Coming to economic order quantity, that is EOQ models, some of the particulars are mentioned in this table like annual demand, purchase price, ordering cost and holding cost. And this data was applied for the graph, that is the classical EOQ model, wherein we understood that when the EOQ value was 69,436 rupees, that is the merger of the holding cost and the ordering cost, that is when the total cost was minimum, that is 1,38,873. Now we also compared the theoretical and actual scenario, and from this table we understood that on our site indirectly EOQ is being applied because the difference between the theoretical and actual scenario was very negligible, which came out to be around 3,000 rupees. Coming to progress tracking and monitoring, wherein we talk about earned value management for our project, which was done in Primavera P6. Now we calculated the planned value cost and the earned value cost, and the S curve was also obtained through Primavera, which can be seen in this graph, and showing all the other various costs as well, like budgeted total cost and actual total cost. Now, as per the table, we calculated that our cost performance index and the schedule performance index, that is CPI and SPI, of almost all the work was close to 1, thus showing that the project is performing within budget and is also on schedule. Now talking about green building rating system, wherein we compared our project with the IGBC rating parameters such as sustainable architecture and design, site selection and planning, water conservation, energy efficiency, building materials and resources, indoor environmental quality, and innovation and development. Now, the points available as per the parameters are given in orange, and the points that our project scored are given in blue. And after calculating, the total score came out to be 31 out of 100. Now, as we know that the bare minimum required to be certified as a green building is 40 out of 100. Now, key point to note is that our project, first of all, was not aimed to achieve a green building rating. However, from the calculation of the total score, we realized that if we dedicate green building professionals during the design and planning stages quite early on, then we can surely achieve this score. Also, some of the post-COVID guidelines as per IGBC are shown over here, and we compared them with our site, whether they are being implemented or not, or some of them which are not applicable as seen here. And ultimately, I have formulated some of the key learnings and conclusions. Under site layout planning, each element of the site layout was seen, observed, and examined along with its location positioning, which was further studied through the path of travel analysis done in Revit. A few suggestions for a better site layout which was proposed were done, which could lead to more efficient working and saving of travel time. The 3D layout developed in Revit of the site helped clearly track the progress of work and also visualize each element very precisely. Under material management, through the EOQ models, it was seen that the cost difference between the current order quantity and the economic quantity is only about rupees 3,000. Also, we observed that the implementation of JIT concept just in time, a significant reduction of rupees 5,91,535 rupees was seen from the dead inventory cost. In progress tracking and monitoring, the EVM, earned value management deliverable, showed expected results with the earned value cost being less than the planned value cost. The baselines helped us observe the progress in the scope of work, and then all the actual resources were put in Primavera software to obtain the CPI, SPI, and forecast duration. The CPI and SPI values were found to be close to 1, which meant that the project progress was right on track except for a few delays. And ultimately, from green building rating system, the building was not planned as a green building as such, which was clearly evident when comparing with the IGBC guidelines. The score of 31 could be pushed up to at least a certified range of 40 to 49 by a little bit of additional planning in the design stages, currently in the water conservation, energy efficiency, or the building materials categories. To reach a higher category of rating, a lot of planning needs to be done to be put in the design phase, which could be looked into during the further projects. It was also seen that only some of the COVID-19 guidelines by IGBC are being followed on site, like creation of isolation camps for laborers, putting up of awareness posters, use of sanitizers, etc. Thank you.